Welcome back to the Stockwell Roche Show. I'm Jason Stockwell, Remax Results.
Josh Roche, Remax Results.
And we are here with Stephanie Havel with Wells Fargo.
Hello.
Tim Hagen, Lappin Lighting.
Hello.
And Chelsea Sonderland, Remax Results. Not an agent, but Remax Results. And we are talking about lighting and all more than I thought we'd be talking about today. So some takeaways or tips for you if you missed the first couple segments or just tuning in would be do fill all your light bulbs when you're selling your home. So if you want to put on the best show to have for your home. That's just simple. Anybody can do that. Now the question is, you go and buy which bulbs you buy and all that. That's when you might need Tim's help. So you can go to our Facebook page or our website and get Tim's information. Otherwise, you can call Tim 612-470-1297, 612-470-1297. And ask for a consultation on your home, especially if you're building, right? I mean, selling, building, this applies to buyers and sellers very much so, I would say. So that's a tip is every bulb counts when you're selling and give it the best presentation you have when you're selling. And then what's another tip that we went over that everybody should know?
Don't overlight and don't underlight.
Don't overlight and don't underlight.
That's what I
Well, and think about, like you talked about, the garages, proper lighting in your garage, and then also for your exterior.
Landscaping.
Landscaping.
And that's the other thing, too. So the one thing that it's kind of like, I don't know what the analogy would be, let's say, but I'm going to do a full remodel. So let's say you're out there and you're going to do a full remodel. You're going to remodel your kitchen and your bath because you know those things sell. So you're doing this full remodel and you got a contractor and your kitchen's being done for $18,000. Your bathrooms are both. You got two bathrooms that are being done for $12,000. So you got $30,000 going into this. The contractor's going to put all the bells and whistles in. You want the best tile on the shower. You want the best tub. You want the no
Fanciest
jets and
faucet.
sit tub. You want the fanciest faucet, the best backsplash, the best the drawers that soft close and all this stuff. And then the contractor says, well, you know what? We're putting all this money into all these things in the fanciest flooring. And you know what they do? They say, well, my buddy's an electrician, so he'll pick the lighting package for you. And it's going to come from Menards, and it's going to be on sale, and they're going to be cheap, and he's going to throw in whatever bulbs he can find. And then you're all done with this $30,000 project.
We spent all that money on that.
And you can't even see
And it doesn't look anything like the
And
showroom.
the presentation isn't great. So, Tim, on that part of it, the budget should be higher for that, or you should actually go outside of just the electricians. I've seen electrician selections sometimes. Horrible selections from electricians, right? I mean,
I'm not going to burn any bridges because I do have a lot of friends that are electricians. But
but that's not their talent.
That's not
They're
their
good at,
job.
they're good at electricity.
Well, the budget, right? It's
Right.
all in the budget, and it comes down to budget. And lighting usually is almost one of the last
Sometimes
things
it
you
is
come
the
into.
last thing. Well, it is probably the last thing that's installed when a home is being built or remodeled. The light fixtures are the last to go up,
Right.
which can be tough because people are picking their flooring, wall covering, paint colors, and they might have seen it in a showroom but don't know how it looks like in their
Right.
house. So yeah, it is important to have the correct lighting, and we work with all different budgets, from very, very cost conscious up to unlimited budgets. Yeah.
Right. That's
Josh's budget.
Right.
So that makes so sense. So that's another tip is get some help on that, especially if it's something that you're going and planning on doing and you're spending a lot of money on the full a remodel of something. Make sure that undermount lighting is there. That's a very powerful. I was in a house the other day in St. Louis Park, and they had these shelves, these open shelves, which is a new thing now, with a subway tile behind it with open shelves, very thick, 2.5, 3-inch shelving, stained, looked really good. But that had undermount lighting in all three of those shelves, shining down. Oh, and it was kind of a little bit dark out. When you flip the switch on just that undermount lighting with the undermount on the cabinets,
awesome.
Unbelievable presence, and just was like, wow. Right. That house sold in 3 days. It was $650,000 for brand new construction in St. Louis Park, and I'm floored that it sold that quick. And after being in it, I wasn't floored. At first, I was, but then when I got in there, I'm like, this was the lighting they were thinking about on that. I don't know if
it helps. It helps.
Well, and I was going to say, and speaking from a financing standpoint for Wells Fargo, we offer renovation financing, and that is actually something too. If you're looking at a home, it's great location, school district, everything like that, but countertops, cupboards, things like that, lighting just really isn't what you want.
Or it doesn't have. How about these houses, Stephanie? they don't have any lights in the bedrooms because back in the day, no one
Right.
wanted lights in their bedrooms. I guess they just wanted a lamp.
Yes. So that's something that we can do with renovation financing. If, on a purchase, if you own your existing home and you're looking to remodel, home equities are great. A lot of people say, oh my gosh, I'm locked into a 3% rate. I'm not going to refinance and take cash out. Look into a home equity line of mortgage. We've got great rates on our home equity programs. It's an easy way to get cash, and do those little simple things. I'm like already thinking, okay, I got to call Tim. I want some. I want to look better in the morning because I'm getting a purple cast here, whatever.
Most of us could agree with that. Not for your sake, but I want to look better in the morning as well.
Thanks.
I'm okay.
When you wake up looking a little jaundiced in the morning, like, okay, maybe it's not the lighting, Jason. In your case, no, I'm just kidding. But I think just those little things.
Yeah, and I think there's programs as well. Like I know Xcel Energy does offer some rebates for doing energy
efficient, right?
And especially for small businesses, they can offer fairly substantial rebates. For homeowners, sometimes they'll have discounts on buying energy efficient bulbs or fixtures. And I think I'm not an expert in this area, but I've worked on some projects where the entire home is energy efficient, and sometimes for financing, they can get special initiatives for that.
Yep, there is an energy efficient mortgage that you can get.
And side note on the LED, Tim, is most of your work in LED? Is that kind of where everything is going, or do you do a lot of stuff outside?
We do everything, and I would say 5 years ago we had maybe 3 LED fixtures in our showroom. Now we have over 100, and it seems every year when the manufacturers come out with new product, there's more and more and more.
Yep.
It's not a niche market because it does tend to lean itself on the contemporary side, because LEDs are very small, thin tapes or diodes, so they do lend themselves well to sleek contemporary fixtures. As far as traditional, where you have conventional light bulbs or little candelabra bulbs, it's not quite in that market yet, but I think it's really moving to try to, be in every kind of market, And like I said, it does tend to lend itself really well to technology and dimming and apps, and that kind of goes hand in hand with contemporary design, but there's more and more, and I just have a feeling that it's really going to take over the thing. Basically, lighting experts have said that it's the biggest thing since fluorescent lighting was discovered in the 1920s. So,
Really?
Well, and I think, you said, Jason, so how would I'm ready, like the Parade of Homes is starting. Jason, you're my realtor. I got my Wells Fargo pre-approval, and I go out and I see this really cool new construction home. How do I know? You said you could just tell if it's LED lighting. Is that something that's, you work with these builders, do they kind of just glows that
they would put it on. A lot of builders will put it on there as a feature because it costs more money.
Okay, so that's maybe something when you're out looking for new homes, even
to look for
with new construction, maybe see what that builder uses. Or you had mentioned that maybe that's something that you could, as my realtor, is that what you would negotiate then with the builder to swap out that lighting?
It's negotiable.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's long term. It's a good thing to do. We didn't get a lot of time to go into the fixtures part of it because just as important as the lighting, I think Tim would probably agree, is your actual fixtures that you're choosing.
Right.
We hit on a little bit and said don't let your electrician necessarily always pick your fixtures. You might want to have someone else pick your fixtures. But we'll have to get more into that later, or you can call Tim directly and ask about that. Or Josh and myself, we're now experts in lighting.
Right.
No, I was kidding. Thanks, Tim Hagen.
Sure.
Lappin Lighting, 612-470-1297. And Stephanie Havel, thanks Stephanie Havel.
StephanieHavel.com, or my phone number is 612-940-7335.
Stephanie, STEFANI.
There's an F in
Stephanie.
there.
Yes.
And Stephanie will be one of the lenders for the new construction projects that are going on as well. So, and Chelsea Sonderland, thank you.
No problem, guys.
I'm Jason Stockwell, Remax Results.
Josh Roche, Remax Results.
We'll be back next week. Have a wonderful week. And remember, love yourself.
Love others.
Love others.
And love others. Have a great week.